Just checking out some new footage, some leaked footage of Anthony Joshua. You could tell he was working on his footwork. You can tell he was working on the jab. You could tell he was working on the body. Okay. The first segment of that, I seen him use his shoulder to get in there, to use his size, to get up under the punches of the jab, because that's a good thing, because you have to anticipate what the other fighter is going to do. You know that Tyson Fury is going to come in with jabs and combinations. You know he's going to come out feigning. He's going to come out throwing jab, 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 right hand, left, right, like left, right, left, right, left, right. Might throw a hook in there. Might throw a hook to the body. So you have to anticipate that. Okay, and instead of putting your guard up, what do? You get up under those punches. You get up under that assault, or that attempted assault, if you can get up under it. And I see that's what Anthony Joshua was doing with the elbow. If you noticed that he was moving that fighter back, or that pad man back. I think it's Hernandez, I believe. Angel, I believe his name is. But, he was going under that, pushing that fighter back, getting up under that jab, pushing that object back so you can get those punches. And I think that what Anthony Joshua will do is, when he gets on the inside, he's going to work the body. Okay. And he was not only throwing body punches, he was throwing combinations and punch variety, and he was switching it up. Like Dick Eklund, the great Dick Eklund that trained his half brother, Mickey Ward. Head, body, head, Mickey. Head, body, head. Those are the things that he was working on. Okay. And I like the punch variety, because, he was doing an uppercut to the body, a right uppercut, a right hook to the body. It was a great punch variety, and I like that combination, because you can't anticipate all those punches. So a lot of times, if you become predictable, someone like Tyson Fury will figure you out. His last test was easy for him, because you got a guy that was throwing his best shot at him all the time. And you knew what that shot was, and you seen it coming. But with a guy like AJ, it's going to be impressive. That's why his coach, was on board, was saying, hey, he's a problem with everything, because Anthony Joshua was working on everything overall. Okay, he's working on every possible area, where it's footwork, boxing, brawling, punching, working. Okay, that's exactly what it is. So if you got a guy that's going to work and that's going to put it to the test, it's kind of, what I mean? Just like, look at Tyson Fury and Otto Wallin. And I think Tyson Fury beat Otto Wallin, but the point is, you seen one guy move forward, and you seen that one guy work. He was able to get a cut that made it more dramatic. But at the end of the day, Otto Wallin didn't let off the gas. He didn't let Tyson Fury dictate what Tyson Fury was going to do. Why? Because he came forward and pressed Tyson Fury. So he made Tyson Fury fight in spots. Okay, while still had to defend himself at the same time, because that fighter was constantly coming forward. Even though Otto Wallin was a shorter guy, but I mean, who's taller than Tyson Fury? Let's be real. But he was still able to work and put in that pressure that gave Tyson Fury that adversity, that gave him that challenge. And I think that's what Anthony Joshua is going to do in spots in this. And like I said, in spots, because if he's working on certain adjustments, okay, in what you do, if you know a fighter, this won't work with a particular fighter, okay? If you know that, hey, I can't outbox this guy, okay, well, now I'm going to have to brawl. Okay, so now, it's better in training camp to prepare. Okay, so let me get my brawling game down. Let me get my game plan for what I'm going to do while I brawl. Okay, that's the biggest thing. And then that's where I add punch variety and things like that. And then if you noticed, Joshua was doing the in and out movement. He's going to need that against someone that's taller, a bit taller, and has a longer reach. Okay. And Joshua's been pretty good at that anyway. I don't think that he got enough credit, because people seen all that bulk, and he was like, okay, he's stiff, and why does he need all that? And the answer that he didn't need that. I think he wanted that, but he didn't ever need the bulk. Okay, so I think that adds weight, especially when something happens that causes your adrenaline to spike. Boxing is about control. Okay, a lot of people don't understand what adrenaline does to a boxer. Okay, it could be a very good thing or it could be a terrible thing. Okay, on June of 2019, it was a very terrible thing when he got Ruiz to the floor. Why? Because his adrenaline spiked. He went, that's what caused him to do that and to make those type of decisions. Okay, but what happens also, you also run out of gas because you're thinking, okay, my adrenaline is up for a reason to close the show. But if the show never closes, you got a problem because now you've used up gas that you should have used moderately, and then you wanted to use it all at one time. Okay, so that was the thing of Joshua. And I think also the jabbing, the rapid fire jab is good. I think that, Joshua's very good at his punch placement, and I like the way he delivers shots. He's learned how to punch. Okay, so a lot of people, they, even though they punch hard, they might punch wrong. He has a nice snap to his punches, as you guys can hear. And I think Joshua and Fury, Fury's working on becoming, I think Fury's working on becoming more of a combination, flashier fighter. Not that guy that he was against Wilder, but I mean, he would be a fool to do that. I don't even think that would be a good idea anyway. So it's a good thing. It's a very good thing that Tyson Fury is doing what he's doing. But back to Joshua, because this is a Joshua video. I see him doing three things. I see him working on his boxing ability. I see him cutting and closing off the ring, being more physical, pushing him back to the ropes. And I show him working on his punching while he does that. So I think this was like a three-part trio when it came to Anthony Joshua, looking and viewing what he was doing and knowing what the game plan is. So if you can kind of, gauge what Anthony Joshua was doing, chances are it was that. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Anthony Joshua's new leaked footage. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.